Welcome to Missouri Economy Today. I'm Julie Peterson. Joining me today is Vicky Loggins, Employer Initiatives Coordinator with the Division of Workforce Development. Thanks for joining us, Vicky.
Hi, thanks for having me here today.
What is on-the-job training, or OJT?
On-the-job training is where an employer enters into a training agreement with the Division of Workforce Development, where an employer hires a program-eligible person through the Missouri Career Centers and is reimbursed a percentage of their wages while they're in training, and this is to reimburse them for the extraordinary costs associated with training.
Tell us why an employer should participate in on-the-job training.
Why would an employer not want to use on-the-job training is a better thing to say. The reason an employer would want to use on-the-job training is they're going to hire somebody to train. Why not find somebody through the Missouri Career Center that is a dislocated worker or meets the eligibility for the program and then be reimbursed a portion of the wages while they're being trained. The career centers will send people that meet the eligibility requirements, so they're pre-screened for the employer. The employer has minimal paperwork involved with it, and they're going to be doing this with a person anyway that they hire, so why not use on-the-job training and use the people that we have that are dislocated workers through our career centers.
You mentioned eligibility. Who is eligible to participate on both the employer side as well as potential employees?
There's a lot of people that can be eligible. There's certain regulations. Some of them they have to be a dislocated worker. Some are based on other eligibility requirements. So a lot of people are eligible for the program. And if an employer has someone that they even want to consider or check, they can just refer that person to a career center to see if they meet the eligibility for it. Now for employers, we look for employers that are going to offer full-time jobs that have benefits, that the skills that they're going to learn, that the participant will learn, are transferable if anything ever happens to that job again, so that they can at least transfer those skills to another job.
Define dislocated for us?
Dislocated is kind of a legalese term that's used out there, but some real basic terms or some basic explanation is anybody that's been laid off from their job through no fault of their own and has either is drawing unemployment benefits or has exhausted unemployment benefits. And there's a few other little fine-tunings that you can use, but that's one of the major eligibilities. There's also other eligibility for youth, and then there's one for adults that meet certain income criteria.
Are participants in the program expected to do is there a lot of paperwork involved, rules, regulations, that kind of thing?
That's what we pride ourselves in. With on-the-job training, a lot of employers have cold feet, I guess. They don't want to have the government involved with it. We write the contracts for you. We get the information on what the qualifications are that you expect to train the person in, and then we'll come in and monitor them maybe once during their whole training period. We come in every month and take your payroll to use to reimburse you with. That's it.
Great. And finally, tell our viewers where they can go to find out more information about OJT.
Well, the best thing to do is go to the MissouriCareerSource.com, and all the information can be found there for both the employer and the participant that wants to find an on-the-job training opportunity.
Great. Thanks so much for joining us,
Thanks for
Vicky.
having me here.
That wraps up this edition of Missouri Economy Today. Join us again next time for more on economic development efforts in Missouri.